Disney will be shutting down Bluesky Studios.
What's up people, this is your host KS Pro and I'm back with another shit. Now something really sad has come up with some sort of animated film, so let's check the news out.
Deadline has today reported that Disney will be shutting down Bluesky Studios, the animation studio behind the Ice Age franchise, feature adaptations of Peanuts and Horton Hears a Who, and a slew of original hits, including the Academy Award nominated Ferdinand, Rio, Robots, and their most recent Spies in Disguise, the one and only of their features to be distributed by Disney. But now, the Mouse House has prematurely cut their lifespan.
Now this was actually planned in the February of this year, but it was carried out in this month, on the 7th of April 2021, and that means that it is officially over. That studio which produced and featured this memorable series, and the people who are at my age now currently, this was one of their childhood movies for sure, and this was one of the best movies that we had ever seen, animated films I mean. And it's like the same situation that it's hard to accept that the thing which gives us so many memories, which gave us so much to cherish, it itself becomes a memory. It is really sad and it's difficult to accept. And so the same fate has happened with this Bluesky Studios. And I'm gonna give you the reason also why it was shut down. And the reason why it was shut down is this.
A Disney spokesperson told Deadline that their decision to shutter the studio's operations is to be blamed on the current economic realities caused by the COVID pandemic. The spokesperson noted that the difficult decision...
This fucking shit crap pandemic again. Now this is not some news, not something new, because COVID has already affected a lot of business operations and led to closure of them. It is an abomination for me. Freaking abomination for me. COVID, what more do you like to say? What more do you like to take? You have already there are empty theaters. The films are getting delayed in their releases. Limited audiences are already available. Lots of businesses have shut down. Now what do you want? You want to ruin our childhood also? Now it is shut down. It's really pointless to argue with that. This freaking ass COVID pandemic. And I'm gonna use every derogatory word against you. Fuck crap ass bullshit pandemic. Let's look at these 13 films the Bluesky Studios produced. The Spies in Disguise, Ferdinand, Ice Age, Rio 1-2, Epic Robots. There are some of these TV specials and short also. And most of them I can see that it is Ice Age. So basically 80% of the Bluesky Studios production is of
Ice Age.
I know that
Rio, Robots
also exists, and Ferdinand also exists. They are all underrated movies.
Ice Age.
It was a childhood, to be honest. It was a childhood, and obviously Ice Age is the most popular film that it has ever produced in comparison to
Rio, Robots, Ferdinand,
or other animated films. At least for me, this squirrel. This has some different story of its own. You can see that whenever there isn't a scene involving Manice or Diego, this squirrel comes out. A short small scene just to distract the mind. I love the squirrel though. Coronavirus, yet another of our childhood memories is over, and yet another business loss. That's an untimely end. The Bluesky Studios was actually founded in 1987 by some of these people, these names. It was actually built 34 years ago after MAGI. This is the full form of MAGI. It was shut down. But most of the credit, I think, it goes to the Ice Age movie because it is the most popular movie of that, and it was mainly one of the reasons why Bluesky Studios earned its name. Comment now, reading this comment and let's read. I know that they weren't on the exact same level as DreamWorks or Pixar or Disney, but you have got to appreciate when somebody does a good work, when somebody does a memorable job. It's really hard to be underrated also because you want people to talk about you. You're on the same level as some other person, but just because the person is a bit more well known than you, It's a bit hard to accept. You have worked your whole life and you aren't being talked about as much as the other person. The last film it was released was The Spies in Disguise, which was in 2019. And who would have known that this would be the last film that Blue Sky Studios ever produced. It had this movie though, Nimona, which was scheduled to release next year, but now because this studio has officially closed, that this movie, as far as I know that I've researched, this movie isn't going to be released either. Shit, man. COVID just ruining every single piece in every activity. God, I fucking hate this COVID. And I'm pretty sure 99.9% of the people do. Yet another of our childhood memory is gone. And time flies like faster than train, to be honest. So that's it for today's episode, and I'm gonna see you the next time with another topic. Till then, take care of yourself, guys, and bye bye, salam.